How you doing? Welcome to Pastor Paul Says, and today I'm saying cakes, fakes and South Yorkshire police. I know, but there is a connection between them. So first of all, I just want to say praise God for what has become known as the quote gay cake case. That is the Ashes Bakery case. Ashes Bakery were taken to court because they refused to make a cake with a pro-gay slogan on it. The couple were a Christian couple, and they said, no, we can't do that because it's against our religious beliefs, it's against our principles. And they were taken to court, and the whole thing's gone on for over 4 years. I imagine it's probably about 4.5 years now. And initially they said no, they were found guilty, right? And they decided, well, we're going to appeal to the Supreme Court, and the ruling has just come through now that they have not broken the law. They haven't done anything wrong. And what I'd just like to say is I think it's been fantastic the way the witness that this young couple have shown to the world. They have conducted themselves with dignity. They haven't got involved in any kind of mudslinging. They haven't become visibly angry or complained about their experience, other than to say, we have done nothing wrong and we would gladly serve this person. They said from the beginning, it's not about the person who requested this being gay, it's about the message, not the person. And so yeah, I want to really celebrate that, not just for Christians but for anybody who wants to have free speech in the UK, because this is a victory for you. It means that you can say what you believe, you can state your convictions without a fear of being dragged off to jail because certain people don't like it. And I think it's a real victory for freedom of speech, and I think it's a victory for Christians, and particularly for this couple who have upheld righteousness throughout this and have shown that God is a just God and can be trusted. They've demonstrated so much faith and patience in this. It's a great result for them, and really pleased for them, and enter into that joy as well. The second thing that I want to talk about is not quite so good, and is a rather sordid story. It involves a person called Karen White. Now, Karen White is a transgender person who was transitioning from being a man to a woman. That involved basically wearing women's clothing and wearing wigs, but there had been no transitional surgery. And so according to the Guardian newspaper, he is still technically a man, even though he is identifying as a woman. And the other thing you need to know about Karen White is that this person is also a criminal, and was in prison for, as far as I understand it, for charges of multiple rape against women, sexual assault and paedophilia, although I haven't got the details of the paedophilia yet. And so he stated that because he is transitioning, it would not be right for him to be in a male prison, and that he needs to be in a female prison. Now just think about this for a moment. If you've got the power to say whether somebody goes to a male prison or a female prison, and the person's offences are sexual crimes against women, are you going to put somebody who has not transitioned, who is still, quote, technically a man, in a women's prison, knowing that he is serving time for sexual offences against women? But so fearful are the powers that be of being labelled as a transphobe that's exactly what they did. They sent him to a women's prison. Okay, and what do you think happened? Once again, women become the victims of the stupidity of the criminal justice system. And I believe he sexually assaulted 2 women in that prison. You know, you feel sometimes like the voice of one crying in the wilderness. You know, when is justice going to be done? When are the establishment figures going to protect the vulnerable instead of protecting sexual predators just because it's more politically correct to do so? And the third thing that I want to share with you is a ludicrous tweet by South Yorkshire Police. And I'll quote it to you. This is what they say. This is a tweet from September the 9th, 2018. It says, in addition to reporting hate crime, as you know, is the new obsession with this government. I mean, never mind rape, never mind sexual assault, never mind burglary. It's hate crime now. In addition to reporting hate crime, please report non-crime hate incidents. Non-crime. You know, so now we have to report non-crimes. Listen, the police are so beleaguered with the reduction in numbers and the amount of admin they have to do. They can't even solve actual crime, never mind non-crimes. And this lunacy was perfectly demonstrated by a video I saw of a UK street preacher who was told by the police, you've got to move on because people have been complaining. And the preacher says, well, what if I don't move on? The police officer says, I will arrest you. So quite rightly, he says, on what charge? He says, well, you might, get this, you might cause a breach of the peace. So now we have to report non-crimes and we can be arrested for a crime that we might commit. Well, you might steal that person's wallet. You might shoplift. You might assault that person. I mean, it's just crazy. You know, if there was a breach of the peace when the man started to preach, if someone violently assaulted him, arrest that person, not the preacher. If a crowd appears of people baying for his blood, using foul language, arrest the crowd, not the preacher. The world's gone crazy. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say anymore. But please, let's return to some common sense. Praise God for the Ashes victory and a return to common sense there, and let's uphold freedom of speech in this country. Right, I'm just about done now. Rant over. Please check out our other videos, particularly our sermons on this channel, and check out our like our Facebook page as well, and check out our Instagram, and I'll see you soon. God bless you and stay sane.